So we have a wizard that absorbs magic. We have a cleric that just randomly gets hurt. We have a vampire that craves blood and wants blood. So far, Will and Lae'zel have been less problematic. So far. No, I'm not taking poison from a woman I can't trust.
But you have to.
I don't care. I'm not going to die. I am going to figure out a cure for this. Me and my party, my found family, we're gonna figure this out. We're also locked in here. Okay. These druids just love to take people and kidnap them. Hi internet friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh and welcome back to my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Last episode, if you did not tune in, we explored the inner sanctum circle of the grove. We also got into 2 fights. We came across some goblins who almost killed a druid, but we ended up saving said druid, and we found out that the goblins are on a search for a weapon of some sorts. We also explored the secluded cove, close enough. We explored the secluded cove and came across a tiefling child named Murkon, and he was being lured by some harpies. I don't know what a harpy is, basically a chicken lady. They like to sing and lure people to them and then end up killing them. But thankfully Murkon did not die and we saved him. We got there just in the nick of time. We were also introduced all throughout the episode a bunch of minor characters like Volo, a bard who's very interested in the goblins, Elfira, who is traumatized. She's traumatized by the murder of her teacher, who was murdered by gnolls, rest in peace. But she did end up writing a really cool song. Lae'zel also came across a strange ox, and I tried to attempt to speak with it. I can't remember if I actually did speak with it. It's been a bit since I recorded that episode. I need to go back and figure out if I did. But I do remember not having animal speaking, so I had to go search everywhere for some animal speaking, even attempted to buy some from the merchants, even Auntie Ethel, but nobody had animal speaking. There was also 2 other oxes. One of them told us that the tieflings have been hiding their treasures in their food. So it just seems like the tieflings don't trust the druids and the druids don't trust the tieflings. I think they should put all that aside, as I've been saying, to fight the common enemy. And then that would bring them together, and then no one would have to fight. But that's, just my opinion. That's just me. While on the search for the animal speaking potion stuff, I did come across Zevlor's cave in his office area. I did try to steal some wine. I thought I was in the clear, but I ended up getting caught. I just gave the stuff back because I'm not trying to start anything. Listen, the way I'm playing Aeris, I feel like they're chaotic, neutral. I'm not good, I'm not bad, I'm in the middle, but I'm full of chaos. They go with the flow, but they don't wish harm on anybody unless that said person is wishing harm on others or doing harm on others. Then done deal, you gotta get out of here. I'm probably gonna butcher this name, but we also met Pandurna. She was a tiefling that apparently bought a potion from Auntie Ethel, took it thinking that she would become strong as a bugbear to deal with the goblins, which she did become strong as a bugbear, but that strength had to come from somewhere and she became paralyzed. But luckily, we have Shadowheart on our side. She's a cleric. She has access to lesser restoration. We cast it on her and she's still strong as a bugbear, but she can walk again. We also met Sylphie and Mattis, 2 other tiefling children who they kind of have a scam of some sorts going on. So they have a merchant stand, they like to sell things to people, but while you're searching through their stuff, they attempt to pickpocket you. But luckily Aeris's perception is up the wazoo, so they didn't steal anything from us. But we did let them off the hook because they're children. Children make mistakes. I'm not going to yell at them. They're also not my child, so it's fine. Speaking of also not my child, we did meet Comira and Locke, the parents of Arabella. Now Arabella apparently attempted to steal the idol of Sylvanas, and was caught. So they captured her, the druids, and brought her to Kagha. So that's what we're going to start with today. But before we do that, I have some things I want to do at camp. So also last episode we did find some pale pink dye, which is my favorite type of dye. Look, we're striking a pose and everything. Aeris is like, come on, hurry up with your intro, let's get to it. So yeah, we found the pale pink dye. We're nice and cute, but I want to take it one step further and I want to change my hair. I also think I'm going to change the tattoo on us. We'll see, because I kind of like that rose tattoo on the neck. I just feel like the hair doesn't, I mean the face is cute, but I feel like the hair just doesn't match the fit. Along with, you know, doing a little mini makeover, I also want to reorganize my inventory. I want to go through the camp chest, maybe sell more stuff, because there is a bow that I want to buy. I forgot the name of the bow, but I know Damon sells it, and it gives you the ability to cast Hunter's Mark, and I want to give it to Will as a gift, like, hello, welcome to our group. And speaking of Will, I also want to add him to the party, because I feel like I've kind of been neglecting him. I don't even know if I used him much. I think I kept him in the party for a little bit when we met him, and then that was it. So I kind of want to take him out of the camp for a little bit today. Probably give a starry a break. I'm kind of also in like a love square going. I have like a love square going on. We all know I have a crush on Gale. But for the playthrough, I kind of have a crush on Astarion. But I'm also interested in Will. So I'm trying to like figure out what's going on there. Alright, let's change our look. Let's start with that. I love that you're able to do this. I love being able to do this specifically, especially as you go from act to act. I like to kind of like grow out the hair, give him a longer hairstyle as you go along. But in this case, I'm making Aeris bald. Aeris is already non-binary. We love that representation. But as someone who is bald, you wouldn't know because I'm always wearing a hat. I want to represent that in Aeris too. So we're making them bald. Listen, I think bald is gorgeous. Shout out to all my bald baddies. But I'm thinking for if I am going to change the tattoo, I kind of want a face tattoo of some sort. For some reason, it's like blurry. I don't know why it's doing that. Where is it? Is it this one? This one, yeah, it's this one. This is the one I want. We're gonna do this, and then I want it in white. I think that looks cool. We're just taking Aeris to a whole new level. I also never realized that it like continues on the top of their head. I've used this tattoo before, but with someone with long hair, so you would never see this part. But I love that. Slay. Honestly, it's perfect. Aeris, this is your new look. For at least until, we'll say like Act 2, and then we'll like reassess. Okay, next on the agenda is the inventory situation. Okay, we're gonna just come over to the chest and work from the chest. My inventory and put you over here. So we'll do this. Aha, perfect. Okay. So what do we have up in here? What do we have? Okay, this is my barrel bag. I'll throw all my other barrels in there. This is my food bag, correct? Why am I picking that up? Oops. Food bag? Food bag. All my foods. That's that. We have some empty bags. Why do we have so many empty bags? This is my library chest, correct? Yes. And we've read all those, so... Did we read this yet? Oh yeah, we did read this. Because there's the blanks that I'm like, what are these blanks? Like, I want to know what the word is that's redacted. I still want to know what the redacted words are. I am keeping this book, though. Put that in the library. I'm sorry note. Should I keep the I'm sorry note? The Book of Gods can go in the library. I'm sorry, no, can just go in my like personal backpack. I think that's fine. That's Wizard's Bane. I thought that was holy water. Okay, we're gonna pick up these backpacks so I can sell them because I really don't want them. I want to make one of these chests. What was I gonna put in here? I was gonna put something in here. What the hell was I gonna put in here? I just saw something. Oh, my like valuables. So we have that. We have the bloodstone. I was so confused for a second. I'm like, we love ADHD. I had a thought in my brain and it just instantly goes away. Okay, that can go. We'll sell that. We'll sell that. I thought Shadowheart was peeing for a second. She's just watering her plants. Okay. Bronze goblet. Honestly, we can probably sell this chest. I just need enough gold to get that bow. I kind of also want to get the... Oh no, I already bought them. See? This is what happens when I space out my recording sessions. Like, I have no clue what the hell happened. Now I know what Critical Role feels like when they record their campaign episodes. Okay, we're gonna keep the Cap of Curing, because I forgot Gale needs, like, magical items, and we have nothing on the ready for him. So that hat is gonna be for him. He can suck that up. He can suck something else. I feel like I have enough for the bow already. I think it's like 150 something gold. I have almost 350, but it's okay. It's always okay to get more gold. Next up on the roster is our party. We're gonna grab Will.
Well met.
I'm gonna grab some Will. Hello, Will. Join me today.
I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in.
You're gonna replace Pookie.
Let's make this happen.
You're gonna be the new temporary Pookie. I am gonna take Shadowheart. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna keep Gale with me too. But I'm gonna put Will. I'm gonna put Will number 1. I just need some time to get to know him and be with him, and that'll make me decide if I have feelings for him as Aeris. I say as Aeris because I'm playing as Aeris, so I'm trying to get in Harris's mindset. Aeris? Who the hell is Aeris? There's stuff over here I can take. I'm taking this bucket. We can definitely sell that. Can I sell this? Oh, yep. Sell the bedroll. Yeah, we'll sell the barrel of water.
I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
I'm gonna take all your stuff, Gale. I'm sorry, but we need the gold. We need the money. You're not really using any of those. Rotting basket. Why the heck do you have rotting food over here? Didn't I empty this chest a couple episodes ago? Gale, why do you keep holding out on us? He's like, I gotta make sure we have some type of extra gold because you keep spending it. Oh, that's also what I wanted to do. I want to change Shadowheart's subclass. And I'm debating if I want to change Will's. Because I kind of want Will's to be Hexblade. Because I believe his is the Fiend right now. And then for Shadowheart, I'm debating on doing War Domain or Life Domain. Because Life Domain, you get extra, like, healing abilities. I think it's just one extra healing ability, but... Because she's currently the Trickster domain, and I don't really use the sneaking spells. I don't use Blessing of the Trickster. I don't use Pass Without a Trace. I should, because it'll help with stealth and stuff. But I'm not really a stealth player. The only time I'll use stealth is for starry when he does sneak attacks. Okay, so I think, yeah.
Let's get on with it.
Come here, Shadowheart. You're gonna come meet Withers for the first time, even though he's been here. You just haven't met him yet.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded.
Change her class,
As
please.
thou desire.
Also, a little tip for everyone, if you do end up changing someone's class or your class and you pay that gold, you can just pickpocket Withers and there's no consequences. Like, he doesn't get mad. He's just like, whatever. So, if you ever just want that gold back, you can take it right away. Okay, so yeah, we're keeping you as cleric. I'm just changing your domain. let's go through all of them. So we have Death Domain. You nourish your faith on the forces that create the dead and give rise to the undead. Knowledge Domain. Adaptable and adroit in all manner of languages and skills. Your mind is an intellectual cup brimming with exquisite knowing. Life Domain. Tasked with the holy... This is the one I kind of want. Also, Cure Wounds is just always prepared. So if it's always prepared, we kind of don't have to worry about that as a spell slot. And then you also get Disciple of Life. Your devotion empowers your healing spells. When casting a healing spell, the target regains an additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. What was the other one I was going to do? Oh yeah, War Domain. Fortified by Holy Zeal, you brandish an arsenal of scramental savagery to use against those you deem unrighteous. What's your subclass feature for this one? When you make an unarmed or weapon attack, you can spend a war priest charge to make an additional attack as a bonus action. I'm like, that's kind of okay, but she never hits her shots. I mean, sometimes she does. Tempest Domain. Your faith has made you the very thunder that quakes the black firmament. The lightning coursing through the veins of a terrible storm. Okay, this one also could be good because she gets like actual attacking spells. Like Thunderwave is a good spell. The subclass feature, Wrath of the Storm. As a reaction, strike back as an attack. Add an attacking creature, dealing 2 to 16 lightning damage or 2 to 16 thunder damage. Nature Domain. You embody the vast viridian power of the natural world, an avatar of the subtle divinity of fruitfall, avian migration, woodland silence, and landslides, roaring fury. They're all just really good. I just don't like the Trickery Domain. All the other ones are good. I don't like Trickery. This one would be good story-wise, to say like she picked up some stuff from the druids while being in the grove, but we wouldn't be able to use Shalala. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to use this because she doesn't use a staff or club. We have her using a spear right now, so that wouldn't make sense. The subclass feature, Acolyte of Nature. You learn a druid cantrip and become proficient in animal handling, nature, or survival. Okay, there's 8 of them. For me to just pick, I think I'm just gonna roll a d8 because I do have my dice right here. Rest in peace, all my D&D characters. I've only been in 2 D&D campaigns before, and both of my characters died, so not to brag, I'm not good. And the way we'll do it, we'll go Death is 1, Knowledge is 2, Life is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we'll have the dice decide what Shadowheart is. And hopefully it goes good, because I don't want Trickery. Anything but a 7. Light Domain, we got 4. What's Light Domain? Did I read this one yet? Light Domain, gods of a primordial flame bathe you in a resplendent, I like that word, resplendent light, providing magics to dispel darkness and immolate enemies. So we got the cantrip Light, Burning Hands. I love the spell Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire, all targets within the light turn visible, and attack rolls against them have advantage. And I have learned that the light doesn't stay permanently in that one area, it just stays on those enemies. So that could actually be really good. I'm assuming she probably gets healing spells, right? Because she's my like only main healer, and I don't want to just replace the healing spells. She's a cleric, so obviously she has to. I love how I said, oh, I don't want to spoil anything. If you look all the way to the right... Ipsy. Sorry, guys. I also see my mic peaking. Sorry, everybody, if I was too loud. I fixed it a little bit. Hopefully that's better. I feel like Fairy Fire might be the move. The dice decided I have to go. So she's going to be a Light Domain. I've never played with Light Domain before. So this is going to be fun. Oh, that's why you don't hit your weapon attacks. Your strength is literally 0. I kind of want to bring your charisma down. I kind of want to bring, yeah, I kind of want to bring her strength up, so she has a better chance at hitting her shots. Also, a little tip, if you do end up changing your ability scores yourself and not using the recommended, I don't know if I said this in character creation, it's better to have your numbers on even numbers, because if it's on odd, for an example, like 13, 12 and 13 have the same strength modifier. Like, it doesn't really change anything. So having it on positive numbers gives you like each bonus. Just an FYI. So yeah, we'll just keep it like this. Yeah, no, everything's fine. So yeah, there's that. For your cantrips though, we will do Sacred Flame, we'll keep your guidance, but I'm gonna give her Toll of the Dead, just so she has another type of attack that isn't a spell slot, because I feel like I'm always using all of Shadowheart's spells. So just having that option of having another attack spell will help. So Toll the Dead. Ring the Bell of Impending Doom. If the target is full health, you deal 1 to 8 necrotic damage instead. If they're not full health, it's a possibility 1 to 12. Let's see what other spells we can get now, because we have to level her up all the way to 3. And then we'll pickpocket after we level her up. Sorry guys, I promise we'll get into playing. I'm just trying to set up for the future. Okay, you still get Turn Undead. That's great. Fantastic. And then Radiance of the Dawn, this is new. Okay, Radiance of the Dawn, 3 to 21 damage. The sun's divine power dispels any magical darkness. Okay. What is, oh, it's a channel divinity thing. That's great, because I forgot what the other one was. I did use Turn Undead, like I will use that. That's a good spell. But I don't know what the other one was for the Trickery Domain, but this one I would definitely use. Okay, we still got the healing spells. Thank the Lord. Thank you, Shadowheart's God. I hate Cure Wounds, because you have to be right on top of the person to heal them. I'm not going to prepare that one. We can always go back, it's fine. Oh, righty. Oh! Scorching Ray, okay. And Flaming Sphere. Okay, I kind of really like Domain. She's getting some attack spells in there. One more level up, right? Oh no, we're only level 3. I thought we were 4 for some reason. Thank you, Shadowheart. You can go back to your tent. Withers, I'm robbing you though. It does take a couple tries because the difficulty. It's better if you split it up, but Withers doesn't get mad, so it's fine. Thank you, Withers. Okay, Will, it's your turn. Come meet Withers with big naturals. Okay, Will, I need to clean my monitor screen. Oh my god. That was weird. That laughing, did you hear the laughing? That was very weird. We're obviously keeping Will as a warlock. For his story purpose, he's a warlock. You have pledged your soul to the Hells or Abyss in return for Deadly Arsenal of Fiendish Arcana. Again, for his story, that makes sense. His feature, he has Dark Wind's Blessing. When you reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points, the gift from your patron grants you 1 temporary hit point. Do Hexblade with him. So Hexblade, you have made your pact with a mysterious entity from the Shadowfell, a force that manifests in sentient magic weapons carved from the stuff of shadow. First of all, we love Shield. Shield is a good spell. Any type of smite spells do good damage. Shout out to Paladins, 10 out of 10. But with Hexblade's Curse, you get the choice of doing a Hexblade's Curse. So you can curse a target. Your damage rolls against the target gain a bonus equal to your proficiency bonus. The number you need to roll a critical while attacking the target is also reduced by 1. We also have the Hex Warrior. You gain proficiency with medium armor, shields, and martial weapons. You gain Bind Hex Weapon, which lets you use your charisma modifier instead of strength or dexterity when attacking with weapons that you're proficient with. What's the other ones? The Great Old One. You pledge something unthinkable to an unspeakable ancient entity, which in return furnished you with powers of cerebral entropy and control. Archfey. Graced by a lady or lord of the Fey, you are imbued with all... See, the only reason why I wouldn't change the subclass is because of the story. It makes sense. If you know Will's story, you know what I'm talking about. That's his story. Like, if I change it, it doesn't obviously change the story because the story just happens. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna... We're gonna... I don't think I could ignore it. I have to just go through with it and change everything. Should I change your ability scores? What are your scores looking like? Bring your intelligence down. Which I feel like is going to end up bad, but we're here. I also realized why Will's attacks never hit with his sword or scimitar. Not scimitar, he has a rapier. His rapier is because his strength is low. Okay, we're going to make your dexterity that. I feel like he's very wise, but I don't feel like he's intelligent, so I'm gonna make that 8. I'm gonna make his intelligence a negative number, it's fine. We're gonna make dexterity 14, and then I'll put your strength up to 10. Okay, I'm liking these numbers. I'm like, yikes. We're gonna remove your intimidation, because that's still a +3. We're gonna make you... We're gonna put your investigation up. So I feel like investigation should be important. Analyzing clues and solving mysteries. Like, that's important. We're trying to figure out what the Absolute is doing, who they are, and why they're trying to take down all of Faerun. Yeah, we're gonna keep it on investigation. That's, I think, a good choice. Okay, well, there we go. You're still a fiend. I was gonna make him Hexblade, but... it's fine. Didn't really have to... I mean, we changed his ability score, so that was something. And then... your spells. I definitely want to give you Hex. Giving you Agonizing Blast. I think before... what did I give him before? I gave him Fiendish Vigor, didn't I? For temporary hit points. I'm gonna just do Repelling Blast, because that pushes creatures up to 15 feet. Which could be do or die. We might need that in a situation. We might want to push someone, so that helps. One more level up? Yeah, one more. Level 3. Okay, for this, I think I had the Pack of the Tome for him, because I gave him Guidance, Vicious Mockery, and Thornwit. I think I might just do that one again. Only because no one else has guidance except Shadowheart, and if I don't have Shadowheart in the party, I won't have the ability to use guidance, you know? So, I want someone else to be able to do it, and I don't want to always have Shadowheart in the party, so we're just gonna do that. Also, Vicious Mockery, good spell. Good spell. Cantrip, sorry. And then you get one more spell. We'll do Invisibility. No... Blindness, maybe? See, with the Warlocks, I think I've explained this before, with their spells, because they only get 2 spell slots, the spell part of it, I usually do spells that will help out everyone, and not just do an attack. So I feel like Blindness would come in handy. Is it Concentration? It's not. And it lasts for 10 turns, that's a slay. But I believe they can make a con save on each turn to try and break it. Visibility or blindness. We're gonna do blindness because this invisibility, I like greater invisibility better. I'm like, this is just nothing. Okay. Benito. Thank you, Will. Alright, Aeris, you're gonna take your gold now.
Alright, time to skulk about. From your pocket.
The Whispers, okay, ASMR.
Keep going.
ASMR stealing from Withers. Okay, we're gonna go to Aaron first. so I can sell all this stuff. And then we'll go talk to Damon. Did I speak with those? I must have, because I don't think I have animal speaking. Yeah. I didn't speak with the ox, so I never got animal speaking. I just lied. Okay, I did do the haystack though. I need to find animal speaking so we can speak to the ox. I played this game so many times that playthroughs are just blending together. And like I don't remember what I did for the video. Like I don't remember what I did for the playthrough. Like everything, it's meshing.
Need anything else?
Yes, please.
Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
We've been through this like 3 times already, Aaron. I don't need it. But here's some stuff that you can give to the people that are in need. Look, a bedroll, a bucket. Like, what else do you need? Some weapons. Here, have some poison too. Why not? And this. Thank you so much. I can make some.
Sylvanus be with you.
And also with you. Thank you. Perfect. Even though it was just one, that's all I needed. Just the one. Thank you. Now we can go speak to the ox. I really thought we spoke with him. I do. Definitely it was Lae'zel that figured out it wasn't a normal ox. I remember her speaking out about it.
Moo.
So we did.
This is no fun. Moo.
Okay, I have to go back and watch my video because I'm freaking losing it.
2 to 3 years of post-production later.
I did speak. Okay. So after deep post-production searching, I did speak with the ox. So enough of that. We are gonna go and get the bow. Hello, Damon. We are back. Better than ever.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
If it's not steel, what is it? Hunting short bow. Gain adventures on... Gain advantage on monstrosity type enemies, which is perfect. He's a monster hunter. Like, this is like the perfect bow for him, I think. Here you go, Will. Welcome to the group. Hope you enjoy your stay. I love having you. Not only are you eye candy, but I think you're amazing. Anything else? I could buy the shield for Shadowheart. I feel like I should. But she already has that weapon that I got for her from the ruins. I could give it to Will, because I believe Will can use shields as well. Just make him feel really welcome. Just butter him up. Here, have all of this stuff, because we're gonna constantly keep dying. I could buy some arrows for me, because... Wait, I have some, don't I? That's not the right pouch. That's also not the right pouch. There we go. I have some. I have a light crossbow. Maybe we could buy this light crossbow, the enchanted light crossbow, because it does more damage. Yeah, let's buy that for ourselves. We deserve something nice, okay? After me spending an hour just in camp, everything's fine. That's a really cool crossbow, though. I wish you could use this as a weapon. That's basically a weapon. You can just jab someone with it. Thank you, Damon. I appreciate it. We still have some gold. We're gonna buy the shield. Don't know who I'm gonna give it to yet, but it's still there. Okay, that's okay. We can sell this. Goodbye. Take these because I haven't used them yet and probably never will. And then we're gonna sell the detect thoughts scroll. Sorry, Shadowheart. We can make potions for detect thoughts. That was it. Okay. So Will, you get your brand new bow. believe, yeah.
Sharp as ever.
Will can use... Yeah, Will can use shields. Great. Or maybe we can give it to Gale. No, I'm giving it to Will. I already decided. Will gets the shield. I love how they have decent ACs, and then there's just me and Gale. Super squishy. Okay, I feel like you're a proper monster hunter now. Like, you just look... I don't know what's that. This is Italian. Will, you are not Italian. Okay, enough dilly-dallying. We need to figure out what Kagha's doing to Arabella. We need to reunite Arabella. Arabella? Who the hell's Arabella? We need to reunite Arabella with her parents, Chimera and Locke. I also think it's crazy that they're holding a child literally captive. It's a child. Children make mistakes. I also can understand it's the idol. It's a very sacred rite. But be so for real, it's a child. Just teach her what it is so she can learn, like, what it is and she can understand it, and maybe she would leave it alone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanus. She must pay the price. We will imprison the thief under guard of my serpent.
Oh.
Will we cast out?
No, no, no. None of that.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Kagha. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison?
A child.
A threat?
A child.
I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
Oh, we look so good. We look so good now. I am obsessed. Okay. Imprison her. She's just a child.
She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Kagha. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
I have a question though. So if you're gonna keep her here until the rite is finished, once the rite is finished, the grove is closed off. And if the grove is closed off, how is she gonna go back to her parents? So she has no intention of reuniting Arabella with her parents. Literal kidnapper. Literal kidnapper. I kind of want to detect Kagha's thoughts. I want to know her actual thought process behind all of this, because none of it makes sense. We can also give ourselves a 13 is crazy. But it's also not that crazy. Okay. I don't even know if I have inspiration. We don't need it, we're fine. But I was like, I don't even know if I have inspiration, if I fail this or not. Okay. Kagha, I swear, girl.
Halsin is gone. I am first druid now. I will take control and prove my authority. Fair words. Child, take to the others word of my grace. Sifisif, Tila, to me.
It hurts.
Thank you, Kagha. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
She just wants to erase Halsin's... Oh. She just wants to, yeah, erase Halsin's presence in the grove because he's not here. And she's running it completely opposite of how he was running it. She wants everyone to leave. He wants to keep the refugees there and safe.
That's what matters.
So it makes sense why she wants to, like, keep everyone like, hey, don't talk about Halsin. We don't want, like, an uprising. We don't want people agreeing the way Halsin wants things. We want everyone to agree how I want it. Not me, but Kagha. Kagha's thought process makes no sense to me. Like, well, I just wanted to know, I want to know, like, what would you do with Arabella if you did keep her with you until the rite was finished? Because my impression is once the rite's finished, the grove is closed off. Also, when they mean grove, do they also count the hollow? Is the hollow part of the grove? Or is the grove like this part with the inner sanctum, like circle? Because if it's just that, that's so small.
By letting that child escape without consequence. We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
Okay, let's see what these two want. We'll talk with Shadowheart first, because she did have that wound when we saved Arabella. I want to know what that's about. Like, what's going on with that?
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Interesting. So we have a wizard that absorbs magic. We have a cleric that just randomly gets hurt. We have a vampire that craves blood and wants blood. So far, Will and Lae'zel have been less problematic. So far. Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles?
Positive. You can trust me on that.
Okay. I trust you. We got it. And then Mr. Yapper himself.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
That's what I'm saying. Me and Gale, we're on the same wavelength. I feel like that's why I like him. We're both yappers. We both want the best for everybody. We both love magic. Putting a child on display like that was monstrous. I'm glad we intervened.
Couldn't agree more. The girl wasn't innocent, but that doesn't mean she was guilty.
Exactly. Exactly. She's also a child. Like, why are we imprisoning a child? Before I talk to Kagha, we kind of want to talk to these people to see, like, how they feel about everything. So we got Wrath.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
I'm like, the only snake in here is Kagha herself. Like, let's be so for real. I'm like, it's crazy that she has a pet snake. Like, I guess she's a druid and she's, like, connected to nature. Snake's part of nature. But it's crazy. Every time I associate, like, a snake, like, someone having a pet snake in, like, a fantasy setting, they're usually bad. That Kagha seems dangerous.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
Especially the way she was talking about that snake. She was like, oh, blah, 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 let the snake pierce her or what. I'm like, who's running this place? How did Kagha take over the whole grove?
She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay her. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the rite will survive long outside.
Especially with the freaking goblins out there. If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it. Even though I don't like him. Me personally. Above game, I don't like Halsin. Plus we have to go fight the goblins anyway, so we can kill two birds with one stone. I shouldn't say that, they're druids. They love animals. Sorry.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
I'll just be nice. I'll be peaceful. They've helped me. They've brought me in. They let me stay here. But also giving me the chance to talk to a healer, Nettie, as well. So, I mean, it's like I said back in episode 3. You help me, I help you. No need to fret. I'll find him.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Fantastic. And then we have Loic.
Please leave. Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.
Not by me, though. Like, I literally just got here a day ago. Right? Oh, no. 2 days ago. I've had 2 long rests while being in the grove, so technically 2 days ago. It's fine. I got here 2 days ago. I've helped a tiefling child. I also helped one of your druids survive. So, I mean, he's not here. I can't prove that I helped the druid. But y'all know. Y'all know I saved that druid. Like, I don't think the druids are bad people. I just think they're under a lot of stress because of with everything going on, obviously. The tadpole infection spreading, the goblins attacking constantly, so they're all just like, oh my god. But at the same time...
over. The ritual's almost finished.
What if they tried to steal from us? Again?
We've shown them once. We take Grove law seriously.
By letting that child escape without consequence? We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
She's a child. What if it was a druid child that took the right... What would they have done? Kept her captive too?
My savior. I wish you could have visited in better times.
Oh, is this the one that we saved? Findle is the one that we saved. So here's my proof.
We have the right to defend our home.
So that's what you want? To kill a bunch of innocents?
I don't want to kill anyone, but I won't let this grove be harmed. Not again.
They're not harming the grove. They're literally helping you. You have Damon making weapons for the grove, basically. Anti-Elfos bringing in potions. They also, a lot of them helped defend the gate when the goblins were attacking. Let's be so for real. Well, Findle, I'm glad you're here, because I really thought you just weren't coming back. I thought you were gonna die. I have to say hi to Silver. He's a good boy. He's a pupper.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts?
Never. Never. I just wanted to give you my smell. I'll leave you be.
No, wait. You smell fresh. Safe. You can stay, if you must.
Thanks, Silver. So is Silver like an actual wolf, or is Silver a druid? Okay. An actual wolf. You never know, you know? Especially being in a grove, like it could be a druid just wild shaped. I can't take this stuff that's on the table, but I can read some of it. There's a bunch to read. We got Grimy Report, Detailed Report, A Warning to the Sword Coast, The Grove Annals, Study of the Sword Coast. Let's start with the Detailed Report. Aramis press steel. That would have been bad.
We just let her run off.
She's a child.
A devil child. One who tried to steal from us.
Yet she failed. That's what matters.
Also, I feel like they're just not seeing the big picture. Like, if you think about it, she tried to take the right of way so you guys would stop closing off the grove so they could stay. That's the only reason why she was trying to take it. And also the mother kept talking about how the idol was horrible, she hated the idol. So Arabella was just like, okay, I'll just take the idol and get rid of it. And then it won't be a problem. Someone has written Shadow Curse at the top of this page and a number of notes below. Freeze infected but still alive. Malicious component to underlying magic. Resist removal in attempts to infect caster. Range and severity of the curse suggest divine origin. Umbral characteristics and vicinity to Shar's temple suggest goddess herself is responsible.
Temple of Shar? Where? And what's this about a curse?
Okay, so we read that one. Next is the Grimy Report. Paw print suggests an animal walked across the entry, smudging everything except a few words. Animal scouts sent. Eastern town. Villagers possibly still violent. Okay. Warning to the Sword Coast. People of the Sword Coast, look around. What do you see? A collection of gods fearing humans, elves, and dwarves, or an infernal corruption of the divine image. Tieflings wearing their devilish heritage for all to see walk among us as if they didn't owe their existence and allegiance to the lords of below. These hells touched people are infiltrated our cities, our organizations, even our families. Okay, why are you being racist? They can claim to be good all they wish. Would you believe the tiger who looks at you with dripping fangs if he said he ate nothing but vegetables? No, we can see their true nature, plain as day. No, I hate that. It's in their nature. That's like when people say like pit bulls are dangerous dogs. No, it's how they were raised. But they are not the only evil infiltrating our world. All around I see drow, dwagar, and other creatures of the Underdark strive for acceptance. But why would you accept them when their brothers raid our countryside and steal our children? Obviously, I'm not saying they should be cast out. Obviously, I am not saying we should return these delinquents to the Underdark and drive the tieflings back to the hells they came from. But be wary of these people, my friends. Be suspicious when you see them, and especially suspicious when you do not. Why do I feel like this is the reason why they're treating the tieflings the way that they are? Like, I feel like they got this letter, read it, and was like, okay, bunch of tiefling refugees, we can't deal with them. We can't have them here. Like, I feel like they should just talk and get to know them. Study of the Sword Coast. A scrap of a larger map fasted to the page with fragment sap. Someone has written, tainted by curse above the lands to the east, beyond the mountains, on the road to the Baldur's Gate. It's that shadow curse that we we read about near the Shar Temple. So we know where it's at, or the general area of where it's at. Okay, so I can't read this. They won't let me read that, apparently. Why can't I read about the Grove Annals? They said no Grove Annals for you. Alright, I guess it's time to speak to the devil herself. Or the snake, if you will.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Monster? Too kind. A demon, more like.
Only a monster would threaten a child.
Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood.
How's that supposed to mean?
I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
I'm not even going to acknowledge the rite. Like, that's their thing. Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
I feel like she has, like, tunnel vision. She has tunnel vision. Do you not realize there's goblins everywhere? And they just keep attacking the grove? Like, they know where the grove is because they keep coming over here. So even if you close it off, I feel like they're still going to attempt to try to break in. But also, once you close off the grove, you're not eliminating enemies because you're still with people in a closed area. Like, you're going to find enemies within yourselves. Like, y'all are going to start fighting each other. Alright then, seems I'd better speak with Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Crazy. Crazy. Okay, I want to look at all of these. What do you call them? I almost said morals. What are they called? Morals? No. On the tip of my tongue. What are they called? Murals.
The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. Beasts chasing beasts alongside a wild woman. A depiction of some local folktale, perhaps.
Already starting off well. Are these religion? No, that one was investigation. Shadowheart. Here you go.
The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. The mural depicts druid and beast fighting together to drive monsters from their land. It looks like they were victorious, and yet the monsters have returned.
I'm like, Kagha, look at your wall. Closing off the grove, yeah, will defeat your monsters, but they're always gonna come back.
This way.
Truth is in the pudding. And the pudding's turning to jello. You can see through it.
A claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural depicts a ritual, but you do not recognize the deity involved.
Shadowheart, you're our cleric. What do you mean you failed the religion check?
Progress.
I swear if we pass it...
Claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanus, god of nature.
Okay. Wait, can I watch it again?
The fresco shows a group of druids gathered in Sylvanus' name. You are on sacred ground.
Okay, so what I'm depicting is there was shadow monsters. The druids fought with animals and beasts to fight the monsters, and once they cleared, they created this sacred hollow ground. We're on the same page. Next.
She's a child.
Union.
A devil child.
That mural.
One who tried to...
Darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
We also interrupt Shadowheart. I'm sorry, Shadowheart. She said, that mural, they look like dark justiciars. We're definitely going to question her about that when we're done with this. The Fallen.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Saluna.
And we did
By letting that
that.
child escape without consequence. We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
I'm questioning Shadowheart because she seemed a little interested. And she also knew about the Shar situation. So...
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
Those murals in the grove, something about them seemed to catch your eye.
What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover.
That's it? Okay. She'll open to us when she's ready. It's fine. Open to us? She will open up to us when she's ready. I can't read, I can't talk. What is my issues? I have all the issues. Okay, before we go speak with Nettie, we're gonna come inside. It says servants' quarters, but I like to think of this place as the first druid's office, if you will. Because, I mean, this is their desk right here. This is their bed. I really can't look at anything until this guy leaves. Mark Kroll. I want to talk to him though. I haven't talked to him yet.
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
Also, calling them demons, devils, doesn't help the tension in your case between the tieflings versus the druids. It just doesn't. It makes you look bigoted. But like overall, experiencing the tieflings and the druids, like I'm definitely on the tiefling side, like 100%. Like all the druids seem very stuck up. They just want to keep their place safe and sacred, which is fine. They can do that. It's whatever. But they're being rude about it. They want to kick everybody out. They keep calling them names. They're keeping them out of the grove, like the inner grove specifically. I need this guy to leave because I'm trying to rob y'all. I can't investigate kagha if you're in here. I need to see what she's up to. Can I read anything in here? Is it gonna yell at me? Yeah. Oh. I'll just take a seat until you're gone. And like Silver won't say anything. Silver likes me. Okay. Wait a little bit longer. Let him like go the distance. And then we run. Okay, there's a hidden chest back here. That hopefully we're quick about it. We're gonna walk quick out. We're fine. Everything's fine. Just do it really quickly. Like so quick. Super quick. Okay. Check everything inside and we run. Don't even know I was in there. And then I want to take the Red of Thorns. And I'm going to take this.
What's hiding here?
Come around here. Okay. Take everything that's in here. We're not going to read anything just yet. We're going to like... We're going to get out of here. Perfect. Now we go. Now we go. Now we go. No one will ever know. How would they know? They'll never know. They're like, because we were the only ones in here and you came in and now everything's gone. But now we're gonna talk to Nettie finally. Hopefully, fingers crossed, she can give us an answer to our tadpole situation. We also... Oh. The poor birdie. We also had the chance to tell Auntie Ethel about it, but... Sorry, Mima. You don't get to know my whole story.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
I'll wait patiently. I'll be nice. Okay.
It's up to her now. Life or death.
Okay, healing magic.
Now, what was it you needed?
Healing. Looks like I came to the right person.
I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
Aeris was like, yeah, go ahead. Look at me. I'm right here. No good way of putting this. I, have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mindflayer tadpole?
What other kinds are there? It's not like a frog hopped in my eye.
That's a serious condition. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
Okay, finally. Finally got some help.
This way.
We don't know what said help is, but we're here.
There's something in that vessel.
Oh.
Take a closer look.
Okay.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
First of all, Daddy's voice in my head. Okay, sir. I forgot what our guardian looks like, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't think I created one. I think I did a randomize when I did it. But anyways, the drow and I have the same kind of parasite.
Seems so. Gave Master Halson a right start.
Which is, I'm assuming, that parasite that's on the table.
It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options.
That's good. Okay.
You don't have to be here for this.
I'd like to stay, if it's all the same.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
Thank you. I'll take anything that can help.
Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events?
I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a mindflayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected, along with all these other people. Also, speaking of that, it's crazy that she thinks Aeris is the only one infected. If she found out the other three were infected, she would lose it. She'd be like, okay. She'd be like, oh, y'all need to die now. On a mindflayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected.
A mindflayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I'm gonna poison myself? But also we know it's not a normal tadpole. Because on the second night of camp, Gale, questioned it too. We should have been in ceramorphosis, we should have been experiencing symptoms, and we haven't yet. It's as if we're not infected. So, something's going on. I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure.
Great.
Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
She wanted me to be truthful with her, but she wasn't truthful with me. I'm someone open book. You can talk to me, I will talk with you. But if you're giving me half-assed stories or not the full truth, then I'm I kind of don't trust you. But she also said we had options, so I'm confused. Is the option find Halsin or drink the potion? Is that the two? What are the other options? No, I just said it. I really don't trust her. No, I'm not taking poison from a woman I can't trust.
But you have to. Don't you understand? You could kill us all.
I don't care. I'm not going to die. I am going to figure out a cure for this. Me and my party, my found family, we're gonna figure this out.
Then I've no choice. I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay. Great. Oh. Alright, forgot she's a druid. She can heal herself. This is great. This is fantastic. No, we're fine. Everything's fine. We're also locked in here. Okay. These druids just love to take people and kidnap them. And hold them against their will. Please. Okay. We need you. How are we gonna do this? Pull a critical roll. How do I want to do this? Alright, we're gonna give someone some advantage. I'm gonna hit you. I got a bolt. Okay, okay. Oh, she's also, I forgot, she's a druid. What can druids do? Turn into animals. This isn't great. We have to kill her before she does any of that.
Moving.
Is anyone really low? Aeris is kind of low, but I kind of want to save the spells.
I can't even catch my breath.
Facts. My heart. Okay. Oh, I forgot we have wild magic. I keep forgetting we're a wild magic mage, so there's a chance of me setting stuff off. Okay, you're far away, so let's do a different type of chromatic orb. I keep always using Thunderous because that one does the most damage, or the possibility of most damage. Let's do lightning this time. I feel like that's fun. We also have advantage on it because of the guiding bolt, so that's nice. Okay. 2 HP.
Don't waste a step. Battle favors the fearless.
Come on, Will. The hunter's mark on you for the first time. Eldritch Blast. Easy.
For someone who heard we're all beasties in waiting, she reacted well.
Can't blame anyone for reacting with fear, but it might do to keep our condition on a need-to-know basis.
Yep. That's very true. Very, very true. Just some things. Good berry. Gladly will take that. Elixir of Sylvanas, the Wyvern Toxin. Literally stripping her body. Key of the Ancients, we get a +1 to nature. The branches of the circlet are half fossilized, passed down through generations of druids. Fabricated during the founding of the grove, the wreath is forever linked to its lands. The tiny rubies connect to the stones and structures, by bidding them to do their bidding. I feel like it's kind of icky if I put this on. I mean, I have to put it on to unlock the door. That's the key for the door. I just feel icky because I killed her in her own spot. I'm just going to put it on to obviously unlock the door, but I'm definitely putting my shape-shifting helm back on. Who would this look good on? I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna just send it to camp. I'm like, that's none of my business right now. Okay. While we're in here, we might as well read the books and stuff that we got that I said I was going to read before. We have The Half-Torn Note, a scrap of paper lined with furtive looping notes. Okay. The marks crisscrossing the page don't look scribed so much as slashed. Kagha, swamp dogs, tree, meet me alone, Aladdin. Okay, so we obviously are going to have to investigate a little bit further for Kagha. That's fine. She needs to be humbled, and we're gonna be the humblers. We're gonna humble her. Faldorn's Canticle, the Shadow Druid's Doctrine. This age tomb's corners are mossy and alive with tiny insects. Ew. The book's spine is lumbered from overuse. The corner of one page is folded inwards. Balance is a myth. Where any clan threads, nature struggles. Unity is a fiction. Men of mere flesh seek only to tame beasts and raise flora. We are the thunder, we are the rain. We shatter mankind and grow new life in its space. Okay, Gale's interested in that. Makes sense. He's a wizard. He likes to read up on things. Interesting that Kagha had a Shadow Druid book. We're definitely keeping that with us, with the tattered note. A Brush with Evil on Hags. Part of a series explaining some of Faerun's most infamous creatures, the exploration on hags remains one of Suit's most popular works. An excerpt from A Brush with Evil on Hags, written by Elizabeth M. Suit. It has been too long, dear reader, since... Okay, Bridgerton. Dearest gentle Rita, Dear reader, since we last sat together, I wish it was because I've been traveling far and wide, working to bring you more tips and tricks on how to triumph over evil. Alas, that was not the case, for I fell prey to a green hag. Worry not, I am alive and well, but I've spent the last 2 years in her service. One day I will share what happened in that darkened cell, but not this day. Instead, I come to you with a warning. We have discussed hags before, but they of the night, green, or sea variety, and how they are not to be trifled with. But even with all my research, I never truly understood what it meant to encounter one. Evil beings, hags rely on magic, deceit, illusion, and even blackmail to lure their victims in. I knew this. I repeated it many times to you, dear reader, but I did not realize their charm, their allure. I did not know I could come to love her. Okay, enemies to lovers story, I love that. That I would yearn to please her. She strung me along, tempting me with my wildest dreams. I thought myself clever, that I would be able to outmaneuver her. I once bested a Glaberuzu. Surely I could handle a green hag, and she let me believe it until she sprung her trap. Hags delight in suffering, priding themselves in creating new and inventive ways to torment those in their cave. That says care, okay. And while I have escaped, I spent every waking moment in fear that either her or one of her sisters will come for me. For a hag coven does not let even the smallest of slights go unpunished. And so I resigned my previous guides to dealing with the hag, my suggestions for clever language and deceit. Instead, I offer these words: should you ever encounter a hag, run, and pray she does not follow. Okay, so if we ever come across a hag, we learn some things. There's different types. They're very deceitful. They're also low-key charming. But I'm also charismatic, so I could be charming. I can just charm the charmer, so everything will be okay. I will send that to camp, and we'll definitely save that in our library chest. Fringe Philosophy Volume 5. So we have to find the other volumes. A dense academic volume printed with no eye for design or delight. The publisher's note claims the volume promotes magical theory too radical for the mainstream. This excerpt is attributed to High Artificer Thora Bryn of Baldur's Gate. I suppose they seek to silence me, believing that an artificer of the High House would not stoop to publish in any volume outside of the great Gondian journals they so diligently guard. But they forget that I am not so grand. Before I lent my name and my knowledge to the High House of Wonders and all the marvels therein, I was naught but a lazy farm girl who liked to look up. And that was how I first saw them, the slow and serene earth motes, entire mountains migrating through the sky above. It was later I learned of their origins, of the ancient Netherese empire that fashioned them, of the residual magic so potent it sustained them still. The wizard of Netheril carved marvels out of the mundane, lifted the earth aloft for industry, for sport. It was later still, after I earned my place at the High House, that I learned of the long shadow Netheril cast along the evolution of our craft, that their great flying cities fell in folly and flames does not diminish the wonders they wrought. And this stubborn aversion to studying them, to learning what they learned, is the very antithesis of Gon's teachings. Yes, many of the catastrophes inflicted upon the centuries were fruit born of meddling with Netherese seed. Yes, their last shining bastion fell into shadow, their lore twisted to Shar's dark and destructive designs. And yes, I say again, whether the High House will sanction it or no, to study the very flame of creation is worth it, even should the fires consume us. So this book is talking about Netherese magic and how it's ancient. And Baldur's Gate doesn't want anybody to know about the Netherese magic. So that's why she wrote this. What? I'm so confused. Okay, so Netherese is like an ancient empire that used to exist. And they had special wizards that could carve out things from the mundane for industry or for sport. So like for fun, basically. Not for like purpose. Just because they want to. And apparently it's bad to meddle with Netherese. seed. So I'm assuming that Netherese is just bad in general. And their last shining bastion fell into shadow, so I'm assuming they just died out. And apparently they died out twisted to the Shar's dark and destructive designs. So I'm assuming Shar had to do something with Netherese dying out. I love stuff like this. I love when lore is so deep in worlds. We got volume 5. We need to find the other ones. I'm gonna send that to camp. This is the Emerald Enclave Tenets, an ancient stone tablet immaculately preserved. The Elder Circle doth decree. The greatest tenets number 3. The natural order must be preserved no matter its form. Forces that would disrupt the natural order must be destroyed. The Emerald Enclave must offer aid to the Vaerion and bada bing bada boom right here. Right here. Can I just copy and paste this into Kagha's face? The Emerald Enclave must offer aid to the weary and injured. That's literally the tieflings. Their whole city, I almost said Avernus. Their, what's the name of their city? The city that was like, I forgot the name of the city. But their city that was dragged straight to hell. And their city was stuck in hell, and then they didn't have a place to live. And they became refugees. And that's why Halsin brought them in, because he's following the rules. He's following the rules. They're not trying to disrupt or destroy the natural order. The reason why they wanted to take the idol, Arabella specifically, is to keep them there at the grove, because the druids wanted to kick them out in the first place. So Kagha is just straight up bad. She just doesn't want to follow anything. She doesn't, nope, I'm dead. I'm like, the proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is jello, and you can see through it. Is that it? That was the, oh, and we have the Rite of Thorns. A scroll covered in intricate drawings detailing an arcane protection ritual. The literal ritual that the druids are doing. Interwoven prayers and incantations snake across one side of the page. Written on the other are instructions for performing the Rite of Thorns. When the prayer is complete, thorns and bramble rise from earth, protecting from harm of all who chanted it. So if it's just bramble and thorns, can't someone just like light it on fire? Or is it like magical thorns where it's just going to always be there? Because I'm like, if it's just straight up actual plants and thorns, like people can break through that easily. Oh, and we have to investigate Kagha even more. Send to camp. Okay, I feel like this is a good point to look at the journal, because we have a lot of updates. Okay, get help from healer Nettie. Nettie was defeated. Serves her right for trying to poison us, but it's a bittersweet victory. We still need to find a way to deal with the parasite. We still have to save the refugees. We have to go back to Zevlor. We found a note involving Kagha. Something is going on in the grove, and we should get to the bottom of it. Kagha wants the tieflings gone. She asks us to guide them out of the grove. We have to investigate Kagha, investigate the swamp. We found a note addressed to Kagha that mentioned a meeting in the swamp. What is she up to? We have all of this evidence. We have all of these clues, all of these proofs that she's being not what a druid should be. Save the first druid. Search for Halsin in the goblin camp. The druid Wrath told us that the first druid Halsin might be the only one capable of stopping Kagha from finishing the ritual. The adventurers were with Halsin when he disappeared. They might know what had happened to him. We do know that he's at the goblin camp, because that's where they last left him when they were searching for the night song that we learned from Eredin. And Daughter of Darkness, Shadowheart. Continue traveling with Shadowheart. We spoke to Shadowheart about the pain that her mysterious wound inflicted on her hand. She pled ignorance, though she may be withholding something. She definitely is. She's holding a lot from us, but that's okay. She can have her secrets. She's entitled to them. But I want her to know we're always here for her, just like we are for all the companions. Some of them I want to marry, but that's beside the point. So while we're in here, we might as well loot the place. No one else is in here. This is, I would say Nettie's office, but not really. This is more of like their library area. So we got some books. These are so many books we're gonna have to read. This is like the library episode. Oh, got some scrolls. Okay. Yeah, this is like a library episode. Reading a bunch of books together. We did have a fight. We fought Nettie. That's good, right? I mean, it's not good because we had to kill her. But she didn't have to lie to us. She could have told us, like, hey, your thing is dangerous and you can't be out in public. And then we would have talked her through it. But I feel like that wasn't going to do anything. A long list of owlbear sightings in the region, separated by date. The latest entry, written a 10-day ago, which is a week in the fantasy world, I've learned, says cub. The word is underlined several times. So there's a cub owlbear somewhere. And an owlbear in general somewhere. I love owlbears.
That might be worth a look.
What is? Oh, the wall. I was like, what? Like, Aeris's perception is so up the wazoo that I have no clue what they're perceiving at this point. They're just perceiving everything. So many books. They're probably all the same book, but that's okay. And then this situation we can't even deal with yet. We have to rescue Halsin first before we can do any of that. I am going to take the parasite. Halsin's pipe. Halsin's journal. We can definitely learn something from that. Anything on the dissected drow. But note, drow's letter. Orders taken from the body of a drow scout. They're written in an elegant, if angry, hand. Oh, great. Alright, what do we have to read? I'm gonna put the parasite in the backpack. I'm like, I don't want to see it. Out of sight, out of mind. We have On Death and Resurrection. Didn't I read this already? Did I read? I don't even remember. So many books I've read. Like, my brain is mush. I'm out of camp. I'm not reading that one. Disorders of the Nerves and Mind. A medical compendium describing varied mental disturbances and their treatments. Okay, I kind of want to read this one. Someone who deals with mental things. I want to read that. Missives of the Candlekeep. This book is packed full of meticulously copied letters, preserving even the handwriting of the originals. Oral histories of Faerun, Gith, and mindflayers. This thin tome is bookmarked with scraps of illegibly annotated scraps of paper. Okay, we definitely have to read this because we are traveling with the Githyanki, and we're also dealing with the mindflayer parasite, and they apparently have beef, and they have a past. Magic of the Weave, an introduction, a hefty book for beginning spellcasters. Though mostly truthful, the author, clearly a wizard himself, seems to possess quite a particular bias. I kind of want to read all of them. Welcome to the reading episode where we read all of the books. Okay, Magic of the Weave, an introduction. We'll do that one first. Few try to understand the weave, a true pity, for only they who are truly attuned to the weave can rightly call themselves spellcasters. Thus comes the question, what is the weave? It is an essential element of the universe. It runs through everything in unseen threads. It is what makes magic possible. It is also through, I will not go into further detail. It is also, though I will not go into further detail here, the goddess Mystra herself. See Magic of the Weave Mystra in the Spell Plague. Okay, so there's another book in this series that we have to look out for. The weave isn't magic precisely. Rather, it is a raw material from which magic is woven, not entirely unlike how a collection of threads is shaped and formed into a garment. Those with the necessary talent and skill can manipulate the weave and perform magic by casting spells. Developing this skill takes years of learning and constant practice. You might have heard of those who can cast spells because they were born. I was gonna say, you don't have to just learn it. We were born with it. Anyways, you might have heard of those who can cast spells because they were born with an innate connection to the weave, commonly called sorcerers. or worse, because they are struck with a bargain with an otherworldly creature, also known as warlocks. Do not be deceived. Their magic is unpredictable, uncontrolled, and in some cases not even rightfully theirs. Not to truly know and manipulate the weave is an art, but those wizards who master it will know the limitless power and beauty of the weave. So what I'm getting from this is wizards is Mistra's favorite. So Mistra loves wizards the most because they learned it and they're dedicated into learning about the weave and magic. Sorcerers are like, we're in there because we're just born with it. We're just naturally talent. So we're like the middle child. She doesn't really care, but she's like, okay, you're kind of talented. And then there's warlocks who get it from other people. So they weren't born with it. They didn't learn it. They just got it from someone else. Like they got it secondhand. That's like the dumbed down explanation of this whole book. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. That's going to camp. We have soul coins, which we kind of already learned about. We have a couple of them right here actually. That there's a soul trapped within the coin, and it's also used as currency in the hells. Academic disclosure. This research was funded independently and conducted at a site in Avernus, the first plane of the 9 hells. Candlekeep does not encourage or promote the entrapment of mortal souls. Soul coins as a concept are one of the merciless simplicity, the sum of personal and magical essence. The soul is bound into a minted piece of infernal iron and used as currency by devils in their cohort. They are frequently traded, for their value can purchase mercenaries, magical items, and even fuel the strange engines in the hells. However, there is a fascinating culture surrounding soul coins as well. I spoke to a devil who admitted she has one coin that she will never sell, for it was the bargain that got her promoted out of lemure status. She connected me to a half-elf warlock who had promised his soul to a coin after death. I was able to look at his contract, which is reproduced below. The next 50 pages appeared to be a painstakingly written legal document in Infernal with a headache-inducing number of footnotes. Alright, let's read the Githyanki one next, because I need to know. This book comprises several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 4, Baldur the Swift. 400 years of age, wood elf storyteller hailing from the Wood of Sharp Teeth. It took me several 10 days of quiet habitation in the wood before the venerable Baldur felt comfortable revealing his presence to me. The longer I stayed, demonstrating I was no threat to his health and peace, the more open he was to gentle inquiry. This tale, relayed to me on a chilly morning as we stoked a small fire between us, was like none I have heard before or since. I asked if it were fiction, and he insisted empathically it was as true as his own right eye. Long ago, before my eyes and ears, before your lonesome quill, dear scribe, there were an empire of people, or perhaps only belief, an empire of brain eaters, soul wasters. They call themselves Illithids. I'm like, well, they're back. They're here. They're here and they're having fun in Faerun. The Flayer of Minds. The children of Gith were vowed, bent in service of the Flayers, a passionate people made to serve a cold belief. The Flayers were untouchable, their minds a great oppressor. No proud will or passion could break Gith's children free, until at least a reckoning. Its source unknown, its power unproven, but its events history-making. The cowed would not be cracked, Gith's children fought back valiantly, their freedom theirs, the Flayers bent and broken, till today. Till today, yeah, no, makes sense, because they're still here. They're still here, wreaking havoc throughout Faerun, and now I have to deal with it. I was just kidnapped. I was peacefully in Baldur's Gate, waiting for my next mission, and then that happened. Like, be so for real. Disorders of the Nerves, yeah, I said I wanted to read this. I'm gonna read it. There came to me a woman, whom I shall henceforth call R, greatly distraught at the unusual tempers of her husband, whom I henceforth call B. 3 months prior, he'd suffered night sweats, crying out from sleep that he bore the mark of chaos. 2 months prior, he'd taken to calling himself by the name Servok. 1 month ago, he'd speak little else but the throne of which he is destined. I attended to be at the couple's farmhouse. He sat calmly at the table, an unknown book clenched to his chest. I detected no curse nor loathsome spirit upon him, nor the presence of magic. Yet, upon shining the light of candle flame upon him, he raised the book high and exclaimed, The deaths they bring shall awaken the Father, and though he... Okay, this is some crazy, like, exorcist shit. The deaths they bring shall awaken the Father, and through them he will rise. Yeah, no, this is definitely some resurrection, some possession, some conjuring. I snatched the book from his hand and flung it into the hearth, where it burned not in red or yellow flame, but pure black. It left but a single scrap reading, He foresaw his coming death, and seeded his essence across the land. He shivered and sighed as if waking from the nightmare. He had no memory of the book, nor the words he had spoken. Diagnosis: unspecified neurotic enthrallment. Treatment: herbal tincture of garlic and drace, sipped thrice daily until exhaustion lifts. Okay, so there's a book out there that enthralls people and makes you want to awaken the Father. Who is the Father? Servok. That's also an interesting name. That just seems like old, decrepit. I don't know who they were trying to raise. Also, why is there 8 of these disorder books? That's crazy. They just really like that story. They had to gather all the copies of it. Halsin's Journal, Volume 1. A log of the druid's encounter with a goblin detachment and a parasite-infected drow. Okay. Extraordinary happenings. While meditating in the forest, Nettie and I were ambushed by a pack of goblins, led by a drow. We had no choice but to defend ourselves. But that is not the extraordinary, or rather, disturbing part. On the drow's death, a parasitic creature emerged from the corpse and attempted to escape. I managed to capture it, and have the host's cadaver here in my study. I have told no one of my fears. Nettie suspects, but knows better than to ask. I will investigate further before informing the others. Kagha will demand answers I don't yet have. I had better record any further findings in a separate volume and keep them upon my person, lest prying eyes jump to the wrong conclusions. Okay, so he has another book with more information on the parasite. So we definitely need to find Halsin, because he probably knows more about it. And he also told no one about it. Nettie just had suspicions, so he must know more. So it's very important that we find him. And then finally, the Drow's letter. How long have I been here? I've been here for so long. The Drow's letter. Orders taken from the body of the Drow scout. They've written in an elegant, if angry, hand. Track the druid, find whatever burrow he runs to, and report back to me. Remember, you're only a scout. Do not engage, do not kill anyone, simply observe and return. I shall decide what we do next. Okay, so it seems like they don't know where the grove is. So these groups of goblins being sent by this M, trying to figure out where the grove is so they can come here. So that makes sense. So us stopping the goblins twice stopped whatever group this is from coming here. And they are lucky that I went into that cave, because if I didn't, there would have been goblins inside of the grove, and that would have not been fun. And even worse, okay, so I'll show you where this goes, but we don't really have to go over here since we already cleared this area up, because we went the other way.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Please no one set that off.
Looks like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
We know the man. We know our mission. Let's move out.
Assuming he's even still alive.
Speculation will get us nowhere. Let's go find him.
Yes, we love the optimism, Gale. But this is the cave that we went into to save that one druid, and we fought the goblins in, and we shut off all of their security system. Yeah. Definitely should turn that back on, but it's fine. They'll be fine. But yeah, it's just one big loop. We just entered it from the other way. So just imagine the goblins killing that druid and then coming through here. They would literally be in the center of the grove. They would be in the grove's office. Like, that's crazy. But Nettie's officially dead because she tried to poison us and she wasn't really truthful. Listen, we didn't have to kill her, but I'm standing on business. I was very truthful about my parasite. I told her everything I knew. She just wanted us to poison ourselves. When, like she said, there was many options, but she only gave us 2 options. Find Helson or poison ourselves. But in my eyes, I'm like, well, we have the Githyanki Creche we could go to. They could help us. We still have Helson that we could go to. Last option that I really don't want to do, we can literally just go to the goblins and get help from them. So we have more options than she was giving us. She gave us 2, we had 3. But we do have the poison now for killing her, so if we have to, we will, but we won't.
Wish I had a bag.
But now that she's gone, I'm just gonna take all of her stuff because she's not gonna be using this. It's also kind of creepy to think about because this is a sacred land, you know, for the druids, and we just killed a druid on the sacred lands. So I'm like, is she haunting this area and can she see us taking her stuff? She's just gonna be haunting us the rest of the journey in little ways, in whatever way she can. Unclaimed. The sturdily bound story of a cleric of Shar, whose soul has never claimed from the city of judgment. Have I read that one? I think I definitely found that in the Dank Crypt, but I can't remember if I read that. The book of fine red leather seems ageless. The smell of rotting flesh emanates from its pages. That is disgusting. Okay, we can take the crown off now. Put that back on. The druid notebook, we'll take that. I'm clearing all these chests. Like I said, she's never going to use this stuff again because she's dead. I'm like, she's not alive anymore. Also, all of this like extra food and stuff could have went to the refugees if Helson was still here, or if the current leader would actually help people and not try to close off the grove for no freaking reason. Like, even if you did close it off, people are bound.
Please. I'm resting.
Sorry, little bird. Sorry, little bird. I'm not going to disturb you. You're fine. Oh, what is this painting? Portrait of Lozi? Oh, this is from Divinity. Is this from the original one? The first Divinity? I remember her being on, like, the cover art or something, or, like, the promotional art. I love to see it. It's like that painting of Fame, Fane that we found from Divinity 2. Definitely sending this to camp. Okay, all these books are gonna go to camp except the, oh, well, I was gonna keep that one here and put it in my bag, but that's not happening now. I'll deal with it later. Send to camp, send to camp, send to camp. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm gonna give these good berries, we're gonna split them. One will go to Shadowheart, and then one will go to Gale.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
You're full now. You're practically full. Will's fine. He has some temporary hit points. So we have a couple of things we need to do before we leave the grove for a bit. So we need to talk to Zevlor so he understands what's going on with Kagha and like what's going on in general. And then we need to talk with Arabella's parents to see how they're doing and if, you know, Arabella came back, which she did. And then we also need to go talk to Maul, because we did save a bunch of the tiefling children. Did we? We only saved one, actually. We saved Murkon. We went easy on Sylphie, so that counts. We didn't really like yell or anything or like attack Sylphie. That'd be crazy. Imagine if I just attacked the tiefling child. Like jail for me. Arabella, you're back. Queen.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't know what we'd do without her.
Don't let Alfira hear you, though, about the knoll comment. Should be like, I'm triggered. My trauma, guys. No more light-fingered antics, right, Arabella?
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me.
You're welcome, Queen. The Snake Whisperer.
Get us out of here safely.
Okay, well.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one.
I'm pressing P and it's not
We have to
working.
look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what the Mole says. That was stupid and reckless.
It seems like Mole is watching over the young tiefling children. I also feel like Mole is a tiefling child herself. She just is more mature than the others. But it seems like since Mole probably looks over like the orphaned children, and Arabella has her parents, so Arabella's trying to be like the other kids and like listen to Mole, but like she has her own parents. She doesn't have to listen to Maul. If we also think back, her literal mother kept talking about hating the idol, so Arabella went to go take the idol, which is sweet. Like, oh, you listen to your mom, great. But I'm like, I don't think that was a good idea. But we did get a necklace. Where is it? Got some dancing lights. I kind of like dancing lights, especially in the middle of fights. Especially if we have Gale in the party. Humans have really bad eyesight in the dark, and if we're in a dark area and they can't see, it's harder to attack enemies. So I feel like if we had dancing lights, it would be better for him. I'm thinking we give... Who has necklaces right now? Gale doesn't, Will doesn't. You have Speak with the Dead. I feel like Speak with the Dead... It makes sense for the cleric to have it, but I'm gonna give it to Will. I don't know my reasoning behind it. He's just gonna have Speak with the Dead. And then the cleric will have the Lesser Restoration amulet. The Amulet of Sylvanas. And then Aeris, us, will put the Dancing Light spell on. Because we already have the light spell. Now we have Dancing Lights too. And because it's literally just a cantrip, we're gonna do it right now. I want to show you what it looks like. It's so fun. It's just a little wispy. It's a little whimsical. Okay, these guys are up here. Do you all have anything new to say? Amen?
Heartless bastards. They deserve to have the goblins burn them out.
There's nothing really to say, but I agree. Like, they've been rude to you guys. It's very warranted that you feel that way.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
I think she said that last time too, but nope. Literally same. Literally agree. Okay, this is Donnie. So we definitely need to speak with Donnie. I'm gonna speak with Rachel first.
Those druids are going to get us killed. Nothing sacred about this lot.
No, literally. Literally, none of these people asked for it. They're all innocent. They also seem like genuinely nice people. I haven't come across a mean tiefling yet. I mean, Memnos and his sister, but also they're in grieving because Canon died. But all of them have been nice. Like, none of them are mean. None of them are hellish.
Remember,
They literally just hate them because of their race. Like, literally racists. Like, okay. Hi, Donnie.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
Rude. Are you alright?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Anything else on your mind?
He's still staring right past you.
Donnie, isn't it? I want to see the dragon's lair.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Thanks, King. Hey, thanks for showing me the door. Going on inside. The tiefling hideout. Okay, does any of us have mage armor? Mage hand. There's a chest over there that I kind of want to grab.
Excellent choice.
Aha! Gale has it. Gale, we need your mage hand. Okay, and then the mage hand, we can pick up the basket. And we're gonna throw it right there. Nice. And bye-bye.
No one's stopped me yet.
I thought there would be something better in that. I mean, I'll take the golds.
Need to find a
Thank
way
you.
forward.
And the malachite, I can sell that. But I thought there'd be like potions or something. But again, I'll take it. I won't complain, even though I am complaining. Hello, tiefling children. I have made it to the dragon's lair. Zaki. Oh, Sylphie. Have you learned your lesson now, Sylphie?
Pockets to pick.
Melly. Mercon. We'll speak with Mercon first. My fave.
You came! I have... Here! Mole said I should thank you properly for the harpies.
Oh,
so I
Mole.
wrote you a story.
Aw, aren't you the clever one? That's very kind. That is
It's
sweet.
about you. I hope you like it.
Thanks, Mercon. Mercon's story. Let's read it, even though I read 100 books just now. Once there was a boy on a beach. He saw there was a harpy nest. He was a very good climber. He wanted to climb to the top and steal from the harpy nest. But the harpy was very mean. She sang a song and the boy forgot what he was doing. But then an adventurer passed by. The adventurer was very strong and killed the harpy in one blow and saved the boy. It's a little exaggerated. It took a couple of hits and they also wouldn't stop singing, but we did it. The boy was very cold and scared. He was standing in the water, so he was very cold. But the adventurer had saved him. The boy thought that the adventurer was amazing. The boy wanted to be like the adventurer. He wanted to be strong and save people and never be scared again, just like the adventurer. The end. That was cute. I am going to keep the letter, though, and make sure I don't ever sell it. Send that to camp. Thanks, Mercon. Melly?
You're the first grown-up who's ever gotten in here. Not bad.
Well, we did save a bunch of y'all. Well, we saved one of y'all.
Own that.
Zaki.
You don't look so tough. Mole fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
Well, I crashed a nautiloid.
Oh. Hello again. Mole's in charge here, not me.
Okay, I like Sophie. Sophie's adorable. Hi, Mole. Very nice to meet you.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done.
Better a snake.
And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same.
You are so welcome. Happy to help.
And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you?
Why are you running all these schemes and swindles? Risky, you know.
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why?
You planning on telling me stealing is wrong?
Hey, I am not one to speak. After me attempting to steal from the druids twice. Well, once from the tieflings. Actually, no, they were both from the tieflings. Got caught both times stealing from the tieflings, but I did not get caught stealing from the druids. Because the druids are bad. Quite the opposite. I want to invest in the newest thieves guild on the Sword Coast.
Won't turn down free money. I've got operating costs you wouldn't believe. Come see me in the city sometime, huh? I'll repay this and then some. See you around, maybe.
Wait, I'm not done. I'm not talking to you.
I had a feeling you'd be back.
I didn't even leave. I'm still here. Thought you might need help with something.
I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at.
Remember how I said I'm chaotic neutral? I'm not gonna lie, the druids have not made a good impression on me. They really have not. Wrath seems nice. But the ones at the beginning of the druid circle, basically not letting me in, and I'm the one that helped them with the goblin situation. Kagha treating the child horribly. Nettie trying to poison me. Not getting a good first impression on them. An idol. What'll you do with something like that?
The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed. And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune.
Probably. It's also sacred, so Sylvanas might hate you. Possibly. I could help you get it, but my time's valuable to me. I don't have much time. I have a little wriggler in my head.
Sure. When we sell it in the city, I'll make sure you get your cut.
Hell yeah. I'll see what I can do.
Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark. But they're vicious. Anything else?
I already asked the schemes and swindles. Do you have anything to trade? Anything for me? Poison resistance, strength to increase your size, weapons deal an additional 1d4 damage, you gain advantage on strength checks, places effects from other elixirs. Do I have this potion? I don't yet. Only 63 gold here. Have some gold. Thank you so much. I'll gladly take that.
Anything else?
No, that was it. Thank you so much, Maul.
You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime.
Thanks, Maul.
Never see us coming.
Man, I've never, like, I'm thinking about it now, and I played this game a bunch. We know. I have, like, so many hours in this game. But this one is really solidifying that I'm like, the druids are not that great. Like, they're kind of rude. Like, they're not... And I don't even want to say, oh, Helston's different too, because I'm like, no, he's kind of like... Yeah. Like, they have... Some of them have their sweet moments, but then I'm like, some of them are like, ugh. And I don't like how they're treating the tieflings. I just don't. Okay, we have to go speak with Zevlor now about the plan.
The goblins didn't kill me too.
I don't know what the plan really is. We need to find Helston. That's one of the #1 things. Because if he ends up coming back to the Grove, the Kagha situation will be taken care of. So, and we're also going to investigate Kagha in general anyways, because what she's doing is just very sketchy.
With respect, sir, being a Hellrider is for life. They can't take...
They can, and did. Avernus changed things. Best we get used to that.
El Terrell.
Zevlor.
That's their city's name. That got dragged to the house. I remembered it. Hellrider Exile. Hey, Zevlor. You still mad that I tried to rob you?
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear.
So we can risk violence here,
or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
I don't think any of those are the options. Can you delay the ritual?
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's kagha's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense.
I wish there was an option you could tell them, like, I'm investigating her, it's okay. You need to cut your losses and run, and I'll help.
It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army.
Yeah.
There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. The Blade of Frontiers has done what he can to help us prepare for the journey, and we're grateful. But it'll be a short journey if the goblins still own the roads.
By the Triad, there is only one correct answer. Refuse him, and we sentence these people to die.
Don't worry, Will. Don't worry, I am here to help. But also, we already know that they are being led, but we also know that someone named M is giving orders to them to come to the grove and see, like, what's going on. But then we also know about the goblin priestess, who is like their cleric in a way. We do know about some of the leaders. Kill the goblin horde leaders? I'll see what I can do.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
See, I will do anything for these tieflings. The druids, not so much. They're just doing too much. They really are. They're not being... They're just being horrible. And I don't understand why I have never really realized that until now. Like, they're just being so... And it's crazy to think about because the druids, you would think they're druids. They're peaceful. They're one with earth. They want to help everybody. But no, it's the tieflings that are like, let's work together. Who are like, the tieflings are labeled as hell beings and they're hellions and they're devils, but they're not. They're just living. They're just normal human beings. But I kind of like that they made the druids not be all about peace, not be like, oh my god, nature, let's save everything. Nope, they're not. They're being all for themselves. They want to make sure that they are safe. They're just being selfish. But is that everything? Yeah, we can steal the idol, which we don't have to do right now. So it looks like the next step is to go save Halcyon. I know we only had one fight this episode, but I think this is a good stopping point for today. So, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of my Baldur's Gate playthrough. As always, remember, if you did like it, leave a big like. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to join my internet friends. I promise you'll not regret it. Next episode, we'll finally adventure out of the grove. We've been here for a couple episodes now, so we'll go back into the wild, and we'll start heading to investigate Kagha and figure out what happened to Halcyon. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!